Alright guys, we're post Sioux week now, just got back home. We're in Eagle River, we got Benjamin here. He's gonna hang out with us a little bit and just recap the Sioux. So, to start it off, we rolled up there Tuesday night, started qualifying, and I think we started qualifying Wednesday. Yeah, that's about how our Sioux week went. Not good. So we started qualifying Wednesday. We showed up with a race height, didn't do anything lower down. In years past, we always focused on trying to qualify it, and then the kicker is you don't get as much time at race height. So we left the qualifying setup at home, just went out there race height, ran some good laps, shot for the middle of the pack, which is what we did, and yeah, so we had a good week of qualifying actually. Thursday went really good. I think we were running 42 2s, 42 3s, if that sounds right. My memory's not very good, but sled was super consistent, ran good. David rode good, I rode good. We started off really good, so. So at the Sioux, Friday is, you get done qualifying Thursday and then Friday's a work day. So we show up Friday morning at the track, the whole crew comes, we tear down the sled. Basically you're checking every nut and bolt, Loctiting everything, and just going through the sled, make sure nothing's wrong after the qualifying week. So the boys went through the sled, we made some changes, just kind of buttoned everything up for race day. We were super confident. The sled looked good, the motor looked outstanding. Didn't have any issues during qualifying. We were running good. All the data looked awesome. We had good speed, and just had a really good Friday. Actually had a good week all along in general. So Friday night rolls around, we get done with our drivers meetings, and you get a good night's rest, and Saturday morning the big show starts. David and I got up Saturday morning, got to the trailer early. Right away, security wouldn't let us down the hill, so we had to deal with that. Got that straightened out, got a ride down to the truck, and yeah, just kind of took the morning easy, got dressed, got everything ready. At the Sioux, we have to wear radios and suit up, like with two-way communication. So you kind of take Saturday morning to get that stuff situated and test your radios and make sure everything's working before race time, which is green flag drops at 10 o'clock. So we started out the race. I started on the sled for the first fuel segment, and started in 20th. Worked my way up to probably like that 13th to 15th range, and then decided to just kind of sit there and just ride laps without going down into the dirt and chewing up the sled at all. Got through a couple cautions, just maintained where we were. We had the leaders in sight, so everything was good. So we got like 35 laps in and got a pretty long caution, kind of let the nerves calm down, and felt pretty settled in on the sled. So in my head, I'm like, all right, I want to drive up to the front of these guys and make sure our sled is competitive against the leaders. And so I was in 15th when the green flag flew again, maybe around lap 40, between 40 and 50, and went from 15th to work my way to 10th, then the 5th, and eventually into the top 3. got behind, I think the 55 sled was in the lead, the 74 Bunky sled was in second, I was in third, and kind of settled in behind Aaron. Aaron and I have raced against each other for 10, 11 years, and I'm really confident running right with Aaron, so it got to settle in behind him and just kind of do our thing, and that's when problems started to hit the number 32 sled. We got up to the top three, and then, like I said, problems started to hit. And you like the country cat? Shout out the country cat. And problems started hitting the top three. I just happened to notice some coolant smell, and didn't really see any temperature spike terribly, anything different than normal ice racing, and didn't really think much of it. Just kind of kept an eye on it. We probably got 10 laps further and started losing a little bit of power coming off the corner, and I knew it wasn't clutching. It was more motor related, so I started looking around more. And in the meantime, we started dropping positions again. The sled was just getting tired. I happened to notice coolant pushing out of the overflow, which is never an ideal sign, and knew our day was probably going to be shortened for sure, no matter what happened. So we came under caution. I brought it in for gas, had the boys look it over. You know, obviously it was more internal, so there was nothing really to see. Decided to switch with David at that point, let David get on it, ride it a little bit. He got in a couple laps and just made a little mistake and ended up crashing in his segment. At the end of the day, that didn't really matter. A lot of guys crashed that day. I'd say most of the lead sleds crashed at one point, and our day was ending due to motor failure anyways. So David brought it in on one cylinder after his crash. He kept going for a while, a few laps, and then the sled really got tired. As you see, we'll come in and the boys go to work on it, just trying to figure out what's wrong. Started looking it over. The coolers were good. There was no leaks. The motor didn't show signs of any leaks, but it was physically just drinking coolant. couldn't get it restarted, and it was puffing white smoke, so that was kind of our sign to be done for the day, which was a bummer. Our sled was totally a winnable sled. Like it handled awesome. It had great speed. The crew was working flawless. Like it was probably our best Sioux program we've had yet. So it was really big bummer. Dug into the problem today, and it ended up just being a cracked dome, which is super uncommon. So just a really bad string of bad luck, but that's racing. We had a good sled, we had a good week, we had fun. Just our big day was cut short, but we're gonna hit the road on a little bit of an adventure here in the next week and take you guys out east to some cross country races.